Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. I know it's been a while since I posted anything. Bit of a rough weekend, but as an adult, you got to make it through it and handle your business. Even when a dream gets crushed, you got to fight on and do what you got to do to ensure that even when that dream gets crushed because of dealing with reality, you still got to push forward and try to persevere and whatnot and just come at it from another angle. But nonetheless, today's my little Tuesday rant, and I will be ranting about being the odd one, the ugly duckling, the eccentric individual. I can't speak for others, but I can speak for myself. I've always felt like I am, and this is for anybody who's ever felt like this or always felt like this, like I do, being the odd one outside of the box, and the old story when I was a child called the ugly duckling. And the ugly duckling, I'm sure if people are familiarized with it, you're probably laughing like, why is this guy bringing up these old stories? But hey, it pertains to everyday life, at the end of the day. So the ugly duckling was the person who was born in the family of ducks and didn't look the same as all the rest of the ducks. So, and to me, it's like, okay, well, I don't think there's anything wrong with not looking like everybody else. And then being the ugly duckling, in a sense, you're like, do I have to live like everybody else too, even though I don't look like them? And so, if you've ever felt like that, which I feel like all the time, especially living in the DMV, DC, Washington, Virginia, Northern Virginia area, where you have to look like everybody else, speak like everybody else, come from the same loin as everybody else, Because like I said, an old coworker of mine used to say this: we don't evolve past high school, meaning everybody has to sit at the same cool kids table and all this other crap, be on the football team. Everybody there has to be some sort of association on some level. If not, then nobody can talk to one another, But anyways, so for the ugly ducklings out there, I say to you, there's nothing wrong with feeling alone when you're in a conversation amongst people because you don't listen to the same stuff they listen to, read the same stuff they read, part of the same clubs that they were or are in, and all that crap, and work in the same industries that they work in, or want to live the same lifestyles that they live, and all that other crap, because that's what I essentially call it crap, because I was raised to just see people as people and to treat people how I want to be treated. I always say, if you treat me like crap, then I'm going to treat you like crap. But if you treat me like a good person, I'm going to treat you like a good person. Respect is earned. I try to give it, especially when it is earned. But when it's not earned, then you don't get it. You got to earn it. Period. Just like money, you earn money in this life. You don't just, unless you're rich or come from a rich family. For the most part, you got to work for it. So I look at respect in the same manner. So when it comes to being the ugly duckling, say if you didn't go to college, or if you didn't get a certification, or if you just got a certification, or you went to the military, or you didn't go to the military, you work for a specific company or government organization, or you don't. You decided to go create your own business. You don't stay up with today's fashions. You got your own little thing going on. I say you should be committed for that, because a lot of people don't know how to do that because they don't like being the odd one out of the box. They like going with the social norm. There's a video I'm going to make today talking about celebrities and celebrity culture, all sorts of entertainment culture, from political culture. And I'm not going to get on the left and the right side, but I'm going to talk about it from the aspects of who really cares. Because I'm basically going to get into, everybody's always concerned with their physical health nowadays, that's another thing, the physical appearance of everything and everybody. And so physical health is not just exercising. Everybody knows it's your diet is the number one thing. If you have a crappy diet, for the most part, you will have a crappy body, and the same thing goes for if you have a crappy sense of things that you read or listen to, whether it's the news, whether it's music videos, and even social media can be considered to be crap because a lot of the stuff that's put on there is crap. If you think what I'm putting out there is crap, then hey, you have the right to think that. But poison, you don't want to inject poison inside your body. So listening to negative content on all levels can be considered poison. I call it poison. I mean, everybody has their own personal opinion, but I consider it to be poison because, especially if it's, we have media on all platforms that is just created to get a rise out of people. That's the kind of media we have nowadays, no matter what side it's on. It's to get people angry and riled up. That's the kind of media we have nowadays. It's the kind of media we face nowadays. And so at the end of the day, if you're a person that does not watch the news, doesn't keep up with celebrity culture, doesn't watch sports, doesn't try to keep up and care about what somebody said about something, especially, it makes me laugh to no end. Rich people, when they say stuff to piss people off and everybody wants to have a riot about it, guess what rich people do when they get out of bed in the morning? They checking on their financials, they're checking on their portfolios, they're figuring out different ways how they can diversify themselves with their current financial portfolios, and they're thinking about the other kinds of networks that they can really obtain or get into in order for their financial portfolios to become increased. So I think if more people would do that for themselves instead of getting all riled up and pissed off and angry about what somebody says, I think that this would be not only a better place, but I think people would have less nonsense and stress and drama on their minds if they would take the time to do all that at the same time. So that's why I'm going to make that video, maybe today, most likely tomorrow. But that's just telling the truth. It's like, why do people spend so much time trying to fit in? Like, even as adults, I never understand it, but that's just the reality that we live in. People, I don't. It's too much work, It's just because if I'm trying to fit in with people, then obviously I'm putting in more work than I need to, and that's just not my style. Even when I tried it when I was even in my teen years, it didn't work for me too well. So I always ended up being around people I didn't want to be around to begin with. So I say to the ugly ducklings of the world, keep doing you. Be who you are. Embrace who you are. And don't change to try to fit into anybody's circle, whether it's friendships or relationships. Be the ugly duckling of your universe. And don't try so hard to fit in, because it sucks to fit in my personal opinion, because you just end up being a part of the majority instead of being part of your own minority when you're trying to fit in with people. So that's my little rant for today. And then too, don't let anybody crush your soul or crush your dreams, because people love to do that, because a lot of times your dreams don't fall in line with what you consider to be your dreams don't fall in line with what you consider to be the social norm. So I say that to you, don't allow it to happen. Yeah, because it's just, at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. Don't do it to yourself. Life's too short. And I leave it at that. You guys take care. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe, and I'll see you later.